Phew, how are these colors this morning? Oh man, that's pretty. Swell's dropped a little bit overnight. Had the first really clean, like lined up supers yesterday afternoon. 4 to 5 foot, really nice waves. Hopefully Mike got a couple of clips. Sun's just about to come up and we've got to go to Humansdorp. We're going to get our rigging licenses renewed. Picked up a fine on the way back from Vic Bay, got pulled over and our license is expired and hadn't checked that out. So as promised, after the Vic Bay comp, there'd been a few small waves through the week and I'd had a chance to go and do some work on the Speed Demon, the Smith Shape Speed Demon. Yeah, we had some glassy straight on sort of south swells which were pretty fast and crumbly, but gave me a chance just to feel what the board was like. I was still trying to work out the fin placements and what I preferred on it. I think I was on a thruster set here, having just come off riding it as a quad, so it took a bit of adjustment. Yeah, as bullies we no longer have the flexibility of a Rob Machado. Yeah, we don't have the ease and grace of an effortless transition between boards. And swapping boards takes a while to get used to the fin setups and the widths of the boards. So yeah, they're nice and fast. And it was just a matter of getting used to the width on the boards, especially on the faster walls at supers. I also had a chance later to try out the Matryx, the 6.1, which Graham had shaped for me, designed more for bigger waves at supers, but yeah, amazing just to feel what the board felt like. A huge difference between the performance sort of hybrids and the performance boards, which have a lot more rocker, so it takes a bit of getting used to getting your feet placement correct, and yeah, just working the boards out, also changing fins to try and find out an optimum setup to ride the boards with, and just to get comfortable with the boards out there. Yeah, this was definitely the biggest variety of boards I've had in a long time to test and ride, and yeah, just trying to work them out. They all have incredibly good performance characteristics, and it's just a matter of finding which boards go best in which conditions, and just the fin setups. It was incredible to be out there in these different boards and just having so much fun. Yeah, it's definitely going to take me a month or so just to work out the different boards and the optimums. But yeah, man, all these boards go so well. Yeah, I think with the quality of the shapers and the boards that we've got available today, I think we're all super spoiled for choice, and it's just a matter of finding which board goes best for you. Yo, a couple of lines in the sunrise. Northwest, devil wind. A normal story for J-Bay early in the morning. But as I promised, after the comp, there were some waves for the week. Nothing great, but this is the beginning of the weekend swell that was promised. It's not massive, but yeah, it's picked up from yesterday. Yeah, I think tomorrow is going to be good. Period looks really nice. So yeah, let's see how it develops through the day. The wind's going to go offshore later. It's northwest this morning and then going offshore. So yeah, it's the normal 9:30 for me. I won't surf in this. It's bumpy northwest. Wait for the super session. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting session because I haven't ridden the mashup. That's your mashup. That's a quad setup. that I rode in the competition, but that was like really gutless waves, so it's going to be interesting to see. I think I'm going to ride that first today as a quad, just to see how it goes in these waves. Yeah, the swell had picked up quite a bit, so I went for a thruster setup on the mashup. And man, am I so impressed with this board. You can see the flotation on this board and how it skips over the top of the water. The epoxy tends to ride a lot higher. But yeah, I thought I'd have a lot more control issues with it. It wasn't bad at all, even with the size of the swell. This is a groveler for a 2 to 3 foot surf, and this board really handled well. Even in the bigger surf, I think the glassy conditions helped a hell of a lot as well. And then obviously I've got the machine which I got from Graham. This is a thruster. This is a 6.1 Matryx. I've only ridden it once in really small waves here at Supers. It felt really loose, but it's got a lot of rocker. I could feel that I had to work a lot harder on the board, and I think it was more because of the conditions, small waves, no power. I think this board was made for Supers, so it's going to be really interesting to see how this goes in good Supers. So maybe I'll take the mashup for a ride while the swell's still picking up and just see how that goes. It's going to be probably going to be a little bit loose because of the width and things like that, and then obviously the Matryx will come into its own when the surf gets really good. So yeah, some fun, exciting times ahead, some challenges. Yeah, little did I know how challenging it was going to become with this new flu virus hitting J-Bay and all the hospitals overflowing. Yeah, so we almost 3 weeks down the road from the Vic Bay comp, and yeah, it's been a bit of a nightmare for both myself and Kerry. Just when I was amped to go and do all the testing and put the boards through their paces and give you some feedback on it, the dreaded lurgy got hold of both of us, and yeah, Kerry has actually been in hospital for 4 days, and yeah, I haven't been well. I've surfed through these swells. I've had 3 or 4 waves on the swells on the Friday, I think, and the Saturday, and ended up paddling back in because I just was feeling so out of breath and just shaky and just not myself. So yeah, it was difficult. There was a bit of footage on those days, but yeah, I was definitely not feeling myself. And yeah, I'm still not over it 3 weeks down the line. I don't know what they've done with these organisms in this last while, but these flus are no joke. Kerry's never been in hospital for a flu ever, and it looks like she's going to be there for another week at least. So yeah, take care when you get this. This is no joke, this new flu virus. Yeah, so apologies for not being able to put a decent program together this week. Yeah, you know, we've been waiting for the swell to arrive, and of course the week that the swell arrived, I end up being as ill as a dog, and yeah, they sort of put paid to all the plans of doing all the testing and everything, but we'll get back on that program. There's a bit of a shitty sort of onshore conditions for the next 2 days. There is a bit of swell. There's 2 guys out. Mike's busy filming 2 American guys on the I forget the boards now. Anyway, there looks like a bit of swell coming in the next couple of days, but not great. Also funky wind conditions, funky weather, and not like full-blown fronts. So the winter still hasn't kicked in, and as you can see, the water's gone a chocolatey color again. That's because of the onshore, and it's probably going to drop in temperature. It just started to come up and look nice, and it's gone back to the old pattern. So man, I don't know when this is going to break and get into its normal pattern and start kicking some decent cold fronts through. But yeah, when it does, we'll be ready. So yeah, stand by. Once again, a massive thanks to Mike Ruthnam of J-Bay TV and to Ernst for the footage supplied. So hopefully Mother Nature and Neptune get their act together shortly, and we get to see some really good swell. Hopefully something really meaty so they can put that Matryx to the test. So make sure you subscribe, hang in there, and we'll see you at the next swell. Thanks for watching. Ciao for now.